And he actually dropped some bombshells that I didn't realize until like the day after. Like people were talking about. Yeah, so he may or may not have confirmed Obi-Wan season 2 at Fan Expo Boston during his panel on Sunday. Oh, I'm not kidding. Things confirmed. He just like made a bombshell. Like he was dropping hints,
Yeah.
apparently. Like according to my friend who was there, like this is the direct source. Like my friend who went, like
Now I saw something with John Boyega mentioned it like on Twitter where he disappeared for like a day or something, like Oscar
Oscar
Isaac.
Isaac.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what? What's that about?
I mean, so obviously what we're hoping for, you and I hoping for, is more like,
Cool content.
yep, more sequel content.
Didn't we talk about this last week during the freaking Lego special?
We
Like how we
did.
wanted more.
We did, and I think we may have hit the nail on the head here about what we could be getting with this stuff.
Watched our episode and they're like, oh my god, they're on to us, they're on to us.
Yep, they're listening to us. They know all about us.
Lucasfilm's listening in on us.
um. So we got that. We also got and then we'll get more into like the questions I'm gonna throw at you for Fan Expo Boston. Um. So we
You
have
know,
Oscar Isaac possibly
yeah,
working on sequel content for us.
yes. Oh my god.
And we also possibly have, well, not possibly, but we have Andor coming to IMAX next
Yes.
week, right?
And/or Rogue One.
Rogue One. Sorry, Rogue One. Yes, we have Rogue One coming to IMAX next week.
Oh my god. Yes. It's a re-release that's coming next week. I think it's only for a day. I think. I don't know.
Let's look it up because it's something
It is playing at theaters near me in IMAX, which is good. So, did check just now. So,
Rogue One re-release. Ooh, hang on. I know. Hang on.
like the 26th.
Yep, the 26th. Oh, yeah, only the 26th. Oh, it's a Friday though. What am I doing that
Mm,
Friday night?
wait a minute. Am I Hold on. I think I'm not working too late that day. I'm working until. Oh, I'm working until 7, I guess. Yeah, I'm working until 7 that day.
It actually looks like you can buy tickets up until Tuesday, the 30th. So releases
Oh,
on the
wait.
26th, but it's playing until the 30th.
Oh, I'm not working on that Sunday though.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I have saber practice that Sunday, don't I? Yes, I do.
Oh, damn. Dang.
I'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
we all have lives outside of this podcast.
We do.
So,
Believe it or not, we actually do. And one of those things, as
so
you can see on screen right now, is Millie dressing up as Ray and running
yes,
around the Fan Expo in Boston.
yes, yeah. I was Ray both Saturday and Sunday, so you'll see pictures from both days.
Mhm.
I couldn't go on Friday due to work, but I was able to go Saturday and Sunday. So
So, other than telling our people who's who and what's what, Rural Farm Boy, howdy, looks like it was a great fun time there. Okay, so a lot of this will be based around, costuming stuff. Some of it will be based around con stuff and us also other things. So,
nerds things.
nerd things. So, you didn't get a chance to meet Ewan McGregor.
Sadly, no, no.
But how was it to meet Anthony Daniels
Oh my
while you were
gosh.
there?
Um, So, okay, so I wasn't there on Friday when he first came by the booth and like talked to our 3PO for like 10 minutes and
Right.
talked about his like costume, but
Jesus.
you have an entire a local droid builder who you may know, Joseph uh Francasio. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Shout out to him. He's a local droid builder here in New England. He's I think from Rhode Island. So
Okay.
and I think he's been to a Terrificon with 3PO. I'm just gonna read his story because this isn't really my experience, but this
Okay.
is basically his experience. I'm just gonna read out this entire like long ass paragraph that he
Sure.
wrote out.
Sure.
All right, here we go. Okay, here is our Anthony Daniels story from this past weekend. Excuse the ridiculous amount of detail and gratuitous, gratuitous pictures of the man, but it's not every day you get to meet one of your childhood idols slash heroes. So yeah, I'm gonna brag a bit and thank the maker that our friends around us understood what was happening and knew to take a lot of pictures. Chris, who's our 3PO, and I knew that with Mr. Daniels being there, we had hoped there would be some sort of meeting, but we also knew there was no guarantee, so we bought a photo op with him just in case. But pretty early during the first day of the con, I wasn't there for that, so thank goodness I'm reading this. But pretty early during the first day of the con, Mr. Daniels was at his table with no one in line yet, so I seized the moment and grabbed Chris, our 3PO helmet, and a 3PO glove. We walked over and I introduced my 3PO, Chris, to the real 3PO, and then invited him to come by our booth and at some point to see our setup. And then I invited him to come by our booth at some point to see our setup. He then says, "Let's go right now." So away we went. Oh my God. Walked over with his wife as well. Along the way, he saw the Book of Boba Fett throne that our 501st group had brought to the con, so he stopped her in an impromptu photo session. Asked for our 3PO helmet, took some pics, and then our amazement, he ushered Chris over for some pics, and then myself. Joe. Not me. Just FYI. Couldn't have been more giddy at this point. I thought he'd go back to his table after that because there was a big commotion during his photo session on the throne. He says, "Let's see the suit." My mind was blown. He brought him to our back room where he and his wife began to check out the suit that Joe made. He was so gracious with his time, he answered every question we had for him, told us stories from filming the movies, and gave Chris some tips on 3PO body language. He even complimented my suit. I swear on every and I swear on everything sacred in this world. He looked at a couple of spots on the suit and said, "Wow, this is better than on the suits I wore." Like,
Wow.
what?
Huh.
His wife? Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
crazy. His wife, who was really nice, says he only goes this far for 3POs. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So this is second day, Saturday, I believe.
Yeah.
So on the second day, we had our scheduled photo op with him. You only get one pic for the price, but he said we could do one with and without Chris wearing the helmet. So we got a free picture from that. We also had Chris jump in a pic with our friend Colleen, who cosplays as Wicket the Ewok. Okay, so this is the last day where I was there to experience. So on the last day of the con, we had just got Chris suited up, and as we walk out onto the floor, we were face to face with Mr. Daniels again.
Ah.
Our friend Hayes invited him over for a group pic, and it lined up perfectly with Chris being in the suit. Before we did a group pic with our costuming club members and droids, Mr. Daniels did a great little photo shoot with Chris as 3PO. I shot some of my most favorite pics ever during these moments and happened to have a real DSLR camera in my hands. I then jumped in the group pic, and he was gone. He loves to conduct every moment, always making sure everyone is posed right for pictures,
Nice.
always showing he cares about the moment he's in. He gave us so much of his time in a way you usually don't get from stars at a con, and it was amazing.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes, I can confirm that he told me how to which way to pose like my lightsaber because it was like in the way of some people. So I had to make sure like no one was like obstructed by my lightsaber. So I briefly had an interactive experience with him during that moment. Like he pointed at me and told me to like move my saber a bit. But yeah, oh my god, pew. Yeah, so
I can only imagine what it would be like to hear
my god.
like
Was surprisingly calm during the entire thing. Like, oh my god. I was like, yes, I will do whatever you ask. So,
I can only
oh my
imagine,
god.
especially being someone who cosplays as C3PO, who puts on that costume,
Oh man.
and to hear Anthony Daniels
Yeah.
say, "Wow, this is better than it was on the movie." And now imagine like you being at a celebration or a thing, and like Daisy Ridley went up to you specifically
Bruh.
and said,
Bruh,
"Wow,
don't
that's
even
better
get
than
me
I had.
started.
That's better
What?
than I had it on set. Like this was like put together like this, and you actually made this. Holy
Dude,
crap!"
don't even get me started on if Daisy Ridley ever goes to a con. I will 100% dress up and go to a photo op with her. I don't care if it's like $1,000. I would want a photo op with the Daisy Ridley. Hey, maybe if Billy Lord comes to Boston one day, maybe I can dress
Oh,
up for Conics and get a picture with her. Like I know some
yeah,
of my friends did the same at Celebration. Like
yeah, yeah.
unfortunately I couldn't go for that, but yeah. I just want I know Billy Lord has a child and I know like she has family and all that, but it would be cool if she came to a con one day. So,
Yeah, could be a couple of years from now. You never know. I mean,
yeah.
so dressed up as Ray, how many other Rays did you see at Fan Expo?
So many other rays. I encountered like at least 9 little rays, as well as several other adult rays, including one out of state Legion ray that I ran into, and I was like, oh my God, you're out of state like a Legion. Oh my God, can I get? You want a selfie with me? She was like, yeah, let's get a selfie, and I posted that on my Instagram story. So yeah, I ran into a lot of rays that weekend, surprisingly. I was expecting to see a lot of Kenobis, and I saw quite a few, but not a lot that I saw
Mm-hmm.
on Saturday and Sunday. So
The only
there
way
were a lot of Star Wars cosplayers, like during the weekend, of course. So
I'm sure, and I'm guessing, and I'm just again projecting, but probably the reason why you didn't see that too many Kenobi cosplays because it probably was taking too long for some people to make the costume to look good and
I mean,
official.
like Episode 3 Obi-Wan, you know what I mean? Like even prequels Obi-Wan or even old Obi-Wan, like
True,
no.
true,
I understand that nobody did like Kenobi, but yeah, it's
true. Um, so when you meet other Rays dressed up as Ray, especially in a
yeah,
con like that,
sure.
do you guys compare costumes, compare notes, like?
No, I just say nice costume. Like I don't compare myself to other Rays. Like
Or rather,
no,
or better question is, you see a Ray that
they're
did something really cool with her costume. You're like, oh,
oh yeah.
how'd you
I was
do
like,
that?
oh
That's what I
yeah,
mean.
I do this. There's like a fellow legionary that doesn't use compression sleeves under her arm. I was like, girl, how do you do that? Like I have to wear compression sleeves to keep mine up. Like I guess everybody works differently, I
Huh?
guess, with theirs. So yeah, it depends on your preference really on how you want to wear the costume. So
Did you see any dark side Rays?
I saw a couple. Not like official, like, Dark Ray from Rise of Skywalker, but I did see like Dark Side Rays, like their own interpretation, but not a
Gotcha.
lot. Only a couple that I saw that I remember. Um, a lot of Kylos, a lot of Rays, a lot of Padmes and Anakins. Like, oh, I did see quite a few Hans. I did see quite a bit of Han and Leia's as well, but a lot of Anakins and Rays because of Ewan McGregor. So
Right, right. Um, of the and we're sticking to strictly Star Wars right now. Of the Star
yes.
Wars cosplays you saw, whether they were fellow Temple members or fellow Legion members, and just people walking around, what was like your favorite Star Wars that really stood out to you? Like, that's a dope costume.
My friend dressed as Omega. On Saturday, my friend Jamie from Hollow Knight Marauders dressed up as
Oh,
Omega,
I saw those
and
photos.
my other friend Jill, shout out to Jill, she dressed up as Wrecker from season 2 of the upcoming Bad Batch uh season. So
I saw that also. Those look really dope.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm really hoping to see more Bad Batch cosplayers in
Mm-hmm.
the future, like locally, because there were like a small chunk of people that dressed up as Bad Batch characters. Not a lot, but I did see quite a few uh, there. I'm
Did
sure if like Michelle Ang and D. Bradley Baker, like if they come as guests next year, I'm sure like more people will dress up as Bad Batch characters for sure, including potentially myself if I ever get around to starting Omega. So,
if Michelle Ang goes, I'm pretty sure Jen would want to go because she loves Omega. Like she really loves
oh
Omega.
yeah.
Yeah. She says it all the time. Like, I can't believe a stupid cartoon made me fall in love with a character. She's like, God damn it! Like, I want to make sure she's okay.
Me too. Me too. And I'm definitely bringing Lula if she
Oh,
comes.
where did
So,
you? I always forget to ask you. Where did you
Shop
get that?
Disney. Shop
Really?
Disney. Shop Disney.
Huh?
Oh, I took off the tag because it was annoying. But yeah, um, yeah, this will be for prop for trooping in the future. But
Got.
for now, it's just something that I have and I like. So
Huh? Interesting. So while you were there trooping, and we'll stick with
yes.
in costume for now. But while you're there trooping, did you stay at the table a lot, or
Yeah.
did you walk around a lot, or both?
I did a little bit of both on Saturday. I mean, it was pretty early in the morning when I walked around, but then once it got around like 12, 1, 2 o'clock, like it got really crowded, so I just stayed at the booth area. Because, yeah, Saturday was packed,
I'm
like
sure.
so packed. Because there was the only day Ming Na Wen was going to be there, so yeah, it was hectic. Um, oh. No, sadly, Ming Na Wen did not sit on our throne. She was too busy. Ashley Eckstein didn't come by either. Like, the only person that did come by was Anthony Daniels, which you're seeing pictures of on the screen right now,
Yep, yep.
on the video. So, I mean, it's still cool. Would have been even cooler if Ming Na sat on that throne. Actually, I'm lying. Uh, the actors for Jay and Silent Bob did sneak in and took some pictures on our throne. It's on Jay's Instagram if you go there right now. Like,
Really? Huh?
yeah. Um, let me pull up the Instagram real quick.
Yeah, yeah. That is pretty
My
cool.
phone. Actually, I'm pretty sure I shared that on my story, right? Did I? I sure hope I did. Okay, no, it's gone. But I did share it at some point yesterday. Um, Jay Mewes on Instagram.
Yep.
You look him up on Instagram, like first picture, like that's it.
Let me look that up right now, and I'll put it in the camera real quick. So I'm afraid to steal like any
That's
photos and mess up the
yeah,
thing real.
yeah. Your thing is better than mine, so my camera quality. So, and
J
you should read the caption too. It's really funny.
J Muse. Hang on.
Jaymewes. Also, Rural Farm Boy, no, not Chris Bartlett. I do know Chris, however. I've talked to him quite a few times.
There it
Uh,
is.
we have another 3PO named Chris. So,
Switch to the
not
main
that
screen really
not that.
quick so people can see. Jason Muse of Jane Silent Bob decided to jump onto their throne with Kevin Smith. Holy shit! I just realized that. Holy
Okay.
shit!
All right, I'm catching up on comments here. So, oh, I mean, Dave, do you wanna answer these questions? These rural farm park, at least the how many garrisons of the 501st were present? part? Because I know you guys weren't there. Like,
Yeah, we were not there. I don't think CT Garrison was any of the CT Garrisons were there. At least I don't think. There might have been
no,
members, but not the whole garrison.
no. I mean, you guys are always invited to come to these things. Like, you guys know that. Out of state members are allowed to join, like for conventions. So, let's see. That Mando cosplay Jack. So, yes and no. I mean, so we had a couple guys do Mando this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, Jack, friend of Holonet Marauders podcast, did do Din Djarin, I believe, on Sunday. But we also have another Mando named Ralph. He also does Din Djarin. So, I don't remember who was who. Let's see. I think that's it. Yeah, I think I'm caught up with the questions. Oh, the Imperial Transportation Officer looks great. Oh, yes, thank you. That's my friend Ariel. She's our only Imperial Transportation Officer in the garrison, as far as I know. So, yeah, that was from Sunday.
So the one question I never ask our Ray in our temple that I want to ask you is how comfy are those Ray boots?
So comfy. Oh my
Really?
God, like so comfy. Like I can wear them every day if I wanted to, but I'm not because I don't want to mess them up because Pozu doesn't make those anymore. Like
Right.
yeah,
No shit.
stopped making them. So comfortable. I will say they're like the like Jakku and training ray posers are 100% more comfortable than the battle ray boots.
Huh. So they're like legit real boots. They're not just like cosplay boots.
Yes,
They're
they're
just like
real boots. They're real boots. Yes.
no shit.
Screen accurate real boots. So, yes. And I do own all three screen accurate boots that Pozu did back then.
Of course you do.
Because I wanted to get the Tross ones before they went away.
Right.
So, and I've only worn those like twice just to break them in.
And for those of us who are not initiated, what is trooping?
Oh, trooping is when you do costumed events in a approved Rebel Legion 501st, Saber Guild, Mando Mercs, Dark Empire, you name it, like
Mm-hmm.
those things. And you do it in a approved costume in the Star Wars costuming clubs that is officially sanctioned by Lucasfilm,
Mm-hmm.
which you're seeing on the screen right now. So a lot of members day passed, aka did grouped in their costumes, but they're not officially approved yet. But because it's a con, they're allowed to troop in it. So
Right.
like my friend Jack, who Farm Boy knows, is friend of Holonet Marauders, and also I know him through the local Star Wars costuming groups. He day passed his Han Solo and actually did recently submit his Han Solo to Rebel Legion. So
Nice, nice.
best of luck to him on that.
Any non-Star Wars cosplayer stuck out to you?
So many Star Trek cosplayers,
Really?
as well as some Stranger Things cosplayers I've seen. Like I saw a lot of Eddies and Chrissies and a couple of 11s from Stranger Things.
I have a buddy of mine who's like completely upset with the Eddie and Chrissy.
Oh yeah. Oh, spoiler alert for Stranger Things season 4. Okay, go ahead. Go
Well, he
ahead.
just hates
Sorry.
that how they're going to be
Spoiler
so
alert.
they're so popular. Everyone's going to wear it. Like he's a very
Oh yeah. Oh,
I like him, but
I
he's a
weren't
very
sure if
weird
you were
guy.
gonna spoil it.
No, I'm not going to spoil it. Yeah, because I know we have no lives when it comes to certain things, but
Sure.
some people out there haven't seen it yet for whatever God knows reason because it's been out everywhere.
Yeah,
But
and it's been trending, so yeah.
yeah, but he's like, oh, like there's gonna be like new Harley Quinn and Joker now, blah blah blah. I'm like, so like, let
With
people wear it at cons, like.
would you cosplay from Stranger Things, Dave? Like, would you cosplay Eddie?
Yes, yes, I would.
Uh,
I might have to shave for it. I don't know if I'd be down for that, but I would definitely cosplay as Eddie from Stranger Things. He was such a
yeah,
good character.
it's like perfect for you because like he's a metalhead, you know.
As a metalhead, I'm a D&D
You're
fan. It works.
a
Works on
D
so many
fan.
levels.
Yeah, perfect. It's perfect.
Um. So yes, a lot of Star. You said a lot of Star Trek cosplay as well.
Yeah, surprisingly, I saw a lot of Star Trek cosplay. I don't remember if there were any Star Trek guests present. I believe there was. I just don't remember. Yeah, there were a lot of Star Trek cosplayers there.
The thing with Star Trek cosplay, which I've always loved with Star Trek cosplayers,
Mm.
is they could easily be in character as like they're going back in time to a convention, pretend
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean, or even with Ghostbuster cosplayers, they can just be a bunch of
Oh yeah.
Ghostbusters walking around.
They actually had the Massachusetts Ghostbusters like right next to us, so their like car was like right neck and neck with us. So
Nice, that's cool.
yeah. So you were right next to them. We did see quite a few Ghostbusters too because they were so close by our booth.
Um, what is your in cosplay without a cos? Actually, no, out of cosplay. What is your go-to meal at a con? Specifically this one.
Depends. I guess it depends on the con.
Mm-hmm.
Like every year they change their menu. Like I have no clue. I mean, I usually don't eat con food because it's so pricey and not worth it, but I mean, I usually get dunks like in the morning, load in. Um, I just bring my food from home honestly because I don't want to waste. Want to spend con like food.
Fair,
'Cause
fair,
sometimes
fair.
con food's gross. So from experience.
I have almost always had luck with chicken fingers and fries. That's
Boston?
in any con I go to, like chicken fingers and fries are usually your best
Interesting.
bet. For me anyway.
Now that wasn't an option, like for con food.
Really? Oh.
No, as far as I know, I didn't even go to the food court area. Like I refused to, especially on Sunday since it was a shorter day. So
And this was at the
I think they did have pizza though, but I didn't have any.
I've never had good luck with pizza like at a con. Like either A,
No.
it's too small,
Yeah.
B, it's like literally burning, like it's a piece of charcoal or it's like super
Yeah.
hard when you get it. Like I've never had good luck for pizza con, but chicken fingers and fries, man, have always been my go-to.
I
That somehow
know.
always works. In costume, do you eat at all or you try not to?
I have snacks that don't stain my costume, so simple enough, right?
Yeah. Um, and this is for this is like for the cosplayers who are watching and listening after the fact, because I know I do it often. How much adjusting do you do in that costume when you're moving around?
Not a lot, really. I mean, it stays in place the whole time. I just sometimes adjust the bottom of my tabards, like underneath my belt if needed to, but other than that, like, not really. Like, especially since I have compression sleeves that hold up my arm wraps pretty nicely for a couple hours, like, it's
Yeah.
really easy to, like, keep in place that way. Maybe
God,
with the tabards on the shoulders, but like it's pretty rare that I have to adjust it every single second. Like no.
it's
Like with Ray, like especially with training Ray, like there's like no adjustments whatsoever.
hmm. I swear sometimes like face
Pretty easy.
characters have like the best easiest costumes that so like my Sith Lord I am almost I mean it probably because I didn't make it right the first time, but I'm almost always adjusting my Sith Lord. I'm always adjusting the tabards, adjusting the
Mm.
cape, adjusting the hood.
Do you not have like Velcro or snaps on your Obi and tabards?
I do have Velcro on the
Do you not like snap or you know
yeah, I do have
keep
Velcro
it?
there like in the shoulders, and I'm always
Okay.
adjusting it, making sure it looks straight. Probably it's just me being fidgety.
Sure.
Because when I wear a suit, I'm the same way. I make sure it's like always looking nice, and I'm always cleaning it off. But it's like, man, like sometimes face characters, like it's just like they have like the perfect costume that just they just have to change one or two things. Like, oh, let me move this, boop, and they're good to go. But like me, man, I am always fidgeting with it. Favorite moment from the con, other than Anthony Daniels.
Favorite moment from the con. I mean, I was gonna say Anthony Daniels, but I mean,
Well, we all know it's Anthony Daniels, but
yeah, I did. I mean, I did get to see Hollow Knight Marauders live panel there
oh, that must have
at
been
one
cool.
o'clock on Saturday. I did see quite a bit of it. I did miss the first few minutes of it because I was like grouping until 1 o'clock, and that was like right when they started. So immediately after my 1 o'clock shift, I just went over to the podcast stage, which is on the con floor, thankfully. So I didn't have to go far.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like I mean, I didn't do anything with the guests. Like I didn't get any photos or autographs with them because I just couldn't afford it at the time.
Right.
Um, Yeah, seeing Anthony in person finally, like, go, like, visit the booth, like, was the highlight of the weekend for me.
Nice. Okay. Least favorite moment of this con.
Not seeing Ewan McGregor, Ming-Na Wen, Ashley Eckstein, Giancarlo, like, stop by the booth. I would have dropped dead on the spot if Ewan McGregor stopped by the booth.
Especially if he said hello
Like,
there.
oh God, like, I'm pretty sure he would have been as mobbed as Anthony Daniels, but yeah.
Some of the photos I've seen from people's photo ops are like hilarious. There's one of it's like four people who met him and they're having a lightsaber battle with him and they're all clashing a saber with him, but like
Oh, really?
he's like holding it off like all easily and he's reading a book that says how to be
It's
more Obi-Wan.
interesting. Yeah, it's interesting how at Celebration they weren't allowed to have lightsaber pops, but at this con they were, which is interesting.
I I want to say because it's different company. Well, no, I think it's all Reed
It,
Pop.
it, it is a different
Yeah,
company. This is like Fan Expo HQ, while like Celebration was Reed Pop, and
yeah,
they're two different convention companies. So it also really depends on the guest, I guess, as well. So preference.
that's true. And Owen definitely loves his Star Wars fans. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Shoot, what was I gonna ask? I just lost my brain. So we talked about least favorite moment, not being able to see anybody. Do. What time were you like? Since you're a vendor and you're trooping, what time were you done like every night?
Oh, so on Saturday I left when con closed pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And on Sunday I helped load out, so I stayed way after con closed at like 5. So yeah, cons close early so we can like, clean everything up and get everything back in the truck.
Yep.
So
Now, how far is the
I
convention
helped
center
out
from
with
you?
that. Not far, like 20 minutes.
Wow.
I don't live far from Boston, so
Yeah.
pretty convenient. No traffic on the way up, thankfully, when I went at least.
I mean, for
You know,
that,
I know, actually, I know Alana, one of your Saber Guild friends, or Saber Guild members, like, she came up to troop with us Saturday and Sunday,
nice.
and she told us that it took her 2 to 3 hours to get up here due
Yep.
to traffic.
Yep.
So it really depends where you're going, like from
Like for
where
that
you're coming from.
convention center specifically, I usually go there for PAX East, which is its
Yes.
own monster.
Yeah.
But
They use up more of the floor, unlike Fan Expo where they use like half the floor.
Really? Huh.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
It was just like for me, especially, it'd feel weird to go there for
Yeah.
anything else other than PAX because I've only gone there for PAX. Like, I want to go there for Fan Expo one of these days, just to say to check it out.
You should come visit.
I will. I just want to make sure. Like, I am gonna definitely make sure whether it's for PAX or for Fan Expo to get the hotel that's connected right to it by the bridge.
Quite a few other like Alderaan and NAG members go to PAX as well. So I mean, don't like. I mean, sometimes they dress up as Star Wars, but sometimes they don't. Like it's on them. Like, but they do go to PAX and hang out. So
PAX, it's fun, but it's its own
yeah.
monster. Oh, there's a question I wanted to ask. Did you meet
Oh yes.
any weirdos at this one that came up to the table just in general?
I mean, some random dude took a selfie and didn't ask. Like I was like, oh okay, whatever. It was just the one time. That was like the only weird thing. Like a lot of people were like, hey, can I get your freak? Yeah, sure. But it was the one dude that was like didn't ask and immediately took a selfie. I was like, all right, okay. And I was at my and I was it was during my shift at the booth. So
Right.
that was it. Other than that, it was pretty chill. So pretty normal interaction.
I always hate, and I'm sure you've experienced this also when like someone wants to take your photo at the worst moment, like you're in the middle of like eating something or stuffing your face with like a donut.
Thankfully, never had that
Really?
happen yet. Yeah.
Ah, there's photos of me somewhere, literally stuffing a sub in my mouth, in my as like just
No.
as my Sith Lord.
No. No. Oh
Thank
my
you. Can I take
god.
your photo? Click, and it's just like already like in my mouth. Like,
Oh god. Oh god.
it's
Oh
out
my
there
god.
somewhere, and it was a really. I didn't even get a chance to pose. The guy just literally did this. Just walked up, photo, click, and then out. And I'm like, the fuck? Like, the fuck? I barely even got my lips on this thing, and you're already taking my photo. What the fuck? Uh,
Some people sometimes don't understand. Like cosplayers need a break.
mm-hmm.
God.
Rural Farm Boy. One day I'll get back. I'll get.
Mm.
Been many years since I trooped. I miss my armor. One day I'll get it back. Always ask to take a photo. Geez, folks. Yeah, you'd be surprised, Rural. You'd be surprised, man.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they just don't, or they do the other
Mm.
thing where you're posing. And Ray can get into some poses where it gets uncomfortable after a while how you're standing or sitting, and
Yeah.
they're taking a second, bumbling with their phone, or they're texting someone really quick, and they're trying to figure out their phone and take the photo. And it's like, take the photo, take the photo. It's starting
Oh,
to hurt.
I'm just so you know, like, so one of the pictures you see some Obi-Wan cosplayer behind me in the Anthony Daniels picture.
Yeah, yeah.
Forgot to mention this. He's actually a very, very popular like Instagram cosplayer, Allison to the Allison Bithia. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but she has like a million like Instagram followers, and like she apparently got into the photo with us for some reason. I don't know.
Huh.
She wasn't even a. I don't think she was a cosplay guest. Maybe she was, but I didn't know. But she was dressed up as Kenobi Obi-Wan, which was cool. So,
Hang on.
and she stood right behind me, and it's in one of the Anthony Daniels pictures that you can see clearly.
I have it paused right now on screen. If anyone wants to take a look,
Yes.
she's right next. She's
If
behind
you,
you and next between Chewie and the,
yes.
the guard, right?
And if you want to know who she is, just look her up on Instagram. She has like a million followers on there. So,
No shit.
and yeah, and she did a photo op with Ewan. So, in her Obi-Wan,
Of
which is pretty
course.
cool.
Of course. Of course. So no weirdos at this one, huh? That's actually pretty good.
Not a lot, thankfully.
Yeah. Usually, like the odds of like encountering one at a convention are pretty high, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
especially for like a
We
Star Wars
try,
guys.
yeah, we try our best to like command staff at the booth usually try their best to like keep creeps out of the area, you know.
Hmm. Like for the one we did down here at Terrificon, I think it was on Sunday or Friday. It was one of the days I wasn't there. I know that. And this dude showed up and he just started talking to everybody and just would not leave. Like he would not get the cue that, like, hey man, we got other people to talk to. Like, get talking to you. He just did not leave for about 3 hours. Apparently, just hung out at the booth.
Was he not interested? He just wanted to hang out.
Oh, he was interested. He wanted to talk Star Wars, which is fine. But like,
I
like,
mean, not interested to join the groups. Like,
yes, he was interested to join. He just wanted to talk Star Wars with people that were there, which is fine. But at some point, you just want to, kind of stop because you have other stuff you got to do at the booth.
yes.
Because booth stuff can get kind of crazy. Um,
Yeah.
any funny stories you can think off at the top of your head from this weekend?
Um, God, not that I can think of. I was only there for 2 days, so I don't really have any. Um, I did the Spider-Man pointing meme with another fellow base Ray that I didn't post yet.
That's pretty good.
So,
That's pretty good.
yeah. It hasn't been posted. I don't think it's hasn't been posted
Hmm.
yet. Or it should be on my Facebook, I think. Shared by my friend Brianna, but yeah.
I know you love Ray, but would you ever do a gender bend Kylo Ren?
Yes. I would do like a Ben I would do Ben Solo, honestly.
Ben Solo?
Yeah. It's an easier costume than Kylo Ren and it's less expensive. I mean the boots and pants are still going to be expensive, but the shirt you can make yourself.
True. True.
And the saber is little going to be a little expensive also, but
I mean,
not as expensive as Kylo Ren. So
technically, you already have the saber.
it has to be the reforged saber, but for Saber Gold, I can use the saber I have now,
Yeah, there you go.
the combat safe saber.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. We do have a Saber Guild approved Rise of Skywalker right here, which is my friend Jen. Um, so that will be helpful. So
When do you plan on breaking out your dark side Ray from Rise of Skywalker?
can I get started on her? I haven't started it yet. But to be fair with you, I'm still waiting on the 501st CRL to get published, even though technically she's currently approvable in Saber Guild and Dark Empire using the drafts CRL
Right.
from the 501st forums. So I'm waiting.
So how many
Waiting very, very patiently.
Rays do you have currently? You have Scavenger Ray. I know that one.
Gavin or Jack Q's training ray, battle ray. So I have 3 rays. I don't have Resistance and I don't have Rise of Skywalker and Dark Ray.
Mm.
Yes, Dark Ray counts. So
I mean, yeah, she was in the movie. She was in costume.
I don't know if you want to count like baby Ray, but there's not enough costume references for her, so no one's gonna buy. Actually, no, there's like the comic book version of Ray where like she's wearing like a mix of her Jakku and it's very weird. It's in a comic. It's only seen in the comic. It's like it like takes place before as a Skywalker, so
hmm
then there's also Bat 2 Ray, which is literally Battle Ray, but with the Jakku buns.
Huh. Interesting.
I don't know. But you can like troop in that. You just can't like get approved in it. But it's literally the Battle Ray outfit that's approved with Battle Ray with the Jakku buns, which is currently approvable in with Jacker Ray, Training Ray, Resistance Ray. Like it's like a mix match of which a weird mix match of those versions. So
Uh,
yeah, so to answer your question, I have 3 Rays currently.
but you plan on having all 6 rays, I'm guessing, eventually.
Yes, I gotta collect them all. Gotta catch them all.
Kind of like Pokemon.
Yes, exactly.
Have you ever done? I'm not sure if you did at this one, but have you ever done the whole snap thing from um,
Yes,
the Last Jedi? Yeah, you have.
yes. At a Alderaan base Ray photo shoot I did back in like December in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
We did like a Ray photo shoot thing, and we all did like the snap thing. We did it on video, and we also like posed for the snap. So it's on my Instagram, like deep in my Instagram, like posts like from like 2 years ago. So
Basically, you got to be a stalker to find it. Gotcha.
yes. Also plug in my Instagram
Yeah. So
for
where
those
can they
who are
find your
listening.
Instagram there, Millie?
You can find my Instagram at Millie_Halprin. Literally my name. So
So for those of you watching this live, I have an assignment for you, and for those of you watching this after the fact, that it's been pre-recorded. Please find this post that Millie is talking about and like the fuck out of it. Just go in there and just tell your friends, yo, no explanation, like this fucking photo, like this post. Just because, it'd be kind of funny just to see like how many she can get like by next week. Even if it's 5, it's fine. But if it's like 500, that'd be hilarious and amazing, and you guys would be amazing. Um, any advice for someone who wants to cosplay as Rey
sure.
at a convention, either at just as a normal cosplayer, not as a
So
Lucasfilm recognized
um,
costume group?
so for those of you who have a Facebook, it's not required to join the Ray cosplay community on Facebook, but that Facebook group was a great stepping point for me to for me as a Ray costumer or as a Ray cosplayer because I got so much advice and also like parts from folks who are members of this group. If you type in Ray cosplay community on Facebook, then you can easily find the group and join it. And you don't have to be a Legion member. You don't have to be a Legion approved Ray to join. You don't have to be like Rebel Legion anything to like join this group. Like this is for everybody who wants to do Ray cosplay, Rebel Legion Ray cosplay, like a Disney bound, literally Ray anything. Like you can join that group and get a lot of advice from folks who do cosplay as Ray in that group. So
Any advice for any advice for Rey cosplayers who get like flack from the toxic Star Wars community about being Rey?
just be petty about it.
that,
Do what I do and be petty about it and just be like, all right, moving on. Like, who cares? Like,
that pettiness is very Sith of you there, Millie. Just saying.
hey, I mean, it's how I survive being Ray in the Star Wars community. So far I haven't had any like negative interactions at conventions dressed as Ray, so thankfully I didn't have to be that petty, but online, like, oh my God, yes, I'm petty online, like in general, like in social media, like yeah. So
One of the first questions I asked you when we were like starting the whole podcast, I was like, yeah, just so you know, we're starting a Star Wars podcast, so we might get
yes,
some
yes.
shit. And you're like, oh, I get that all the time. I just clap back. I'm like, all right, damn, okay, all right. Millie's gangsta, shit. um,
Oh, I do want to do a little show and tell thing I got from the con. So
yeah.
this is a brand new Galactic Strategic Command coin that you can only get as a Rebel Legion member. So it's a Pride coin.
That
And
is a lot bigger than
actually,
I thought it was.
yes, it's actually a little bigger than. So actually, it says on the back here, "Never be afraid of who you are," and it's
Aw.
quoted by General Leia Organa.
Yeah,
And then the other side is literally just the Galactic Strategic Command logo.
that is pretty cool. And the
Oh,
Arabesh, that is
I
really
love
cool.
it.
How heavy
Yeah,
is that thing?
pretty light,
Huh.
like literally the size of a coin, like a, I guess a dollar,
Silver dollar? Gotcha.
silver dollar or quarter. Well, it's bigger than a quarter, but yeah.
I saw you post a photo of that. I'm like, oh, that's neat. But like that, not seeing you hold it, it's a lot bigger than I thought. Holy shit.
Oh yeah. Like comparing, let me compare. Here's an Alderaan coin. I mean, it's kind of just as big.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, no, they're about the same size.
Hmm.
So yeah, these challenge coins tend to be a little bigger than normal, but
Just remember,
that's
folks, if
normal.
you join a Lucasfilms recognized costuming group, you get cool gear like this and cool coins. Just saying. Just saying. Any closing?
Non-members can get trading cards if you
Oh,
go to a con.
that's right. You can. There's like
So
plenty of mine floating around
see.
somewhere. Any closing thoughts on Fan Expo Boston?
Um, and I hope Hayden Christensen comes next year because Hayden was supposed to come to Ace Comic Con with Ewan McGregor back in 2020. So I hope they make up for that.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying, Fan Expo, if you're watching, I have a request. Please invite Hayden Christensen. I know he may or may not be busy doing other things, but who knows? Like, I mean, if y'all can get Ewan McGregor, y'all can get Hayden.
This is
And
true.
maybe Natalie Portman.
Yeah, this is true. I mean, she'll be double dipping for this and Thor. So,
Exactly. Exactly.
yeah, that's true. Um, so yeah, I kind of answered one of my questions, like who would you want to show up, and that would be Hayden Christensen. Yeah, that
Oh
that.
yeah. Yeah. Hayden Christensen, Natalie Portman, Daisy Ridley, John Boyega. I was gonna say Oscar Isaac, but he's going to New York Comic Con. But Boston, like Oscar Isaac. I mean, he does live in New York, so it's like a 3-hour drive. So
Yeah.
let's see, Kelly Marie Tran. Yes, she has been to Celebration, so she could do cons.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Lord. Who am I forgetting? This has never been to a convention ever. Star Wars guess has never been to a con.
Only one I can think of, and you know what?
I mean, Pedro Pascal technically hasn't been to any other con other than
That's
Celebration.
true. Yeah, he hasn't.
Mur Morrison hasn't been to one in quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Logan's coming to Rhode Island.
Daniel Logan lives at cons though. Like that's his
Yeah,
thing.
he does.
Yeah.
Does. Bonnie Pice, who plays Baru, is coming to Rhode Island.
Ah.
I want the guy who plays Owen to come. Also,
That I forget the name of the actor. I feel so bad, but like
too. Me too.
he's a and I know I'm jumping way off topic here, but he is like a phenomenal
Sure.
effing actor.
Yeah. Oh, Joel Edgerton?
Yes, that's it. Yes, Joel Edgerton. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Um,
if you, and again for you guys at home and watching this after the fact, and Roll Farm Boy, I am working on it. I just got to find a weekend where I'm not doing cool stuff because it's the summer, and everything's always happening on the weekend. Whether it's trooping or family stuff. But anywho, yeah, if you look at his background, his plethora of work, or just like everything he's done, like his just like body of work, the range is phenomenal, dude. Like holy
oh
shit.
yeah. It'd also be cool to get Michelle Ang to a con because I know
Yeah.
D. Bradley Baker sometimes do cons, but he's like always busy.
Mm-hmm.
I know Matt Lanner and James Arnold Taylor also do quite a bit of conventions, but not quite a lot as they used to way back in the day.
Yeah.
They weren't as well known.
I walked by Ashley
Yo,
Eckstein at
yo,
what's up?
sucks. I'm ugly fan with those
Yeah.
hugs. Please? Like, obviously, Adam Driver, I wouldn't see because of how he is, but he's, I will honestly dress up as Hux, like, non-Legion or not, I will dress up as Hux and,
And
like,
he's been in a
Jeff's
lot of
orange
geek
hat.
culture movies, so like that it makes the
In
most
Harry
sense.
Potter, like, yeah.
He's been in Harry Potter. He's been in Judge Dredd, or Dredd
Ex
rather.
Machina with Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. That's probably how like they got the job. Like,
So,
listen, I worked with this dude on this movie called Ex Machina. He'll be perfect for this role. Like, you gotta bring him in. You gotta bring him in. Um, trying to think, because this is gonna be a short one tonight, friends. Just because, you know, there's only so much we can cover for the con. Because only Millie was there. I was not there. The whole crew wasn't there. So
yeah.
it's always
I
more
was
fun.
only
We
there
got.
for 2 days, so
Still though, you did a lot for 2 days, man. Like,
I tried, yeah. Tried to make up for it, so.
because like the thing you don't realize, guys, for want to see Miss Millie General Hux now. So do I. Um,
We
so for
don't
those of
have a
you,
Hux in our garrison, but I'd love to do Hux.
yeah, but like for those of you who don't know or who are the uninitiated, because I love saying that, there's going to a con as yourself, as a civilian or wearing cosplay, and then there's working at a con in cosplay or with a cosplaying group, and they're like two completely different animals. Personally, I like both. Both are fun in their own way. Because depending on the con, you will probably see, like, for instance, Terrificon, it's big, but it's tiny, if that makes sense.
It's really tiny, yeah, I've been once.
Yeah. And it's big because there's a lot of big name people who go for autographs and photo sessions, but still tiny because of the actual convention floor.
Oh, wait, breaking news.
What?
Uh, this is like live breaking news, like 12 minutes ago. Dave, I don't know if you're going to Rhode Island this year, but I think you should know this. Some light communication has been established with Jay Muse. I've reached out and sent the Clerks crew an invitation as our guests at our Rhode Island Comic Con booth. Let's all cross our fingers.
No way.
Whoo! We were just talking about Jay
No
at the
way.
booth. Oh my god.
Oh, geez, I gotta figure out how to go now. I gotta tell Jen about that. Like, we're huge Kevin Smith,
Oh,
Jason Mewes fans. So holy shit.
oh my goodness. This is like some exclusive stuff that I'm seeing. Okay, well, okay. I think on that note,
Yeah. So on that note,
on that note,
we're gonna end on a high note on that one, there, friends. So
yeah, I just ended on a high note there.
yeah, that's a good high note right there. So yeah, it's possible if you guys are going to Rhode Island Comic Con that Jason Mewes might be at the 501st booth or the Star Wars
Don't,
booth.
please don't crowd us because we don't want to get too congested in that area because we all know how that goes. So,
Yar, yar.
please, for everyone watching, please don't. So,
Yeah, like look from afar. Don't crowd us because
yeah.
reasons. But anywho, friends, if you want to talk to us on social medias, you can find us on Twitter at Ilum Radio. You can also find us on Instagram at Ilum Radio. And if you want to email us directly and talk to us about, I don't know, or you want us to talk about a certain subject that you want to keep hush hush secret, but Star Wars related, you can send us an email send an email to ilumradiopodcast@gmail.com. Definitely like below, subscribe to us, Let us know what you think about this show in the comments below. Let us know what you like, what you didn't like. Let us know if we suck and if we should stop, because we won't. We'll keep on doing it anyway. It'll just add fuel to the fire of Ilum Radio. If you want to find us directly, Millie, where can they find you?
Sorry. You can follow me on Twitter at me_Halpern and on Instagram and TikTok at at Millie_Halpern. So.
Yeah, right there, Millie.
Yes. Yes.
I feel like someone just died off camera. You're trying not to laugh. If you want to follow me, guys, you can find me at TheBeardedMenace on Twitter. You can also find me on Instagram at DaveTheBeardedMenace, where I post a lot of Gundam content, because that's what I do. I build Gundams, which leads me right into our pre-show, or not pre-show, post-show on twitch.tv/DaveTheBeardedMenace, where we will discuss more of this stuff. And I will be on there within an hour later on tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. And tonight I am building a Gundam. Millie sometimes hangs out, and she is like moderator, so she will moderate you if you're like kind of like being mean in the chat. But that's where you can find us, guys. So we will be back next week. Same Ilum time, same Ilum channel.
Actually, no. Next week I will not be.
Oh, that's right. So we'll be taking a vacation next week because.
For those who don't know, so Alderaan in New England and Braxton will all be at Fenway Park doing a huge Fenway Park troop, and LFL will be there, or LFL will be present. So we got to be on our best behavior. So it's one of our bigger troops, so I will not be online that day.
I wonder if I could make it up there for that. Just invade. So yeah, we'll be taking next week off, and we'll be back on the 30th, my friends. So definitely pay attention to our Twitter. That's what we'll be basically posting our schedule and when we'll be going live. But anyway, friends, it's been real. It's been fun. But as always, be easy, stay frosty, and may the Force be with you. Take care, guys. Peace.